Hello, welcome back. It's been a little bit longer than I anticipated, just purely because I've been taking my time setting things up and having a look at each and every one of the players and where the strengths are, where the weaknesses are, etc., etc. And tactically, I've come up with this formation. Um, I've called it the Pisa standard. Back three, like I mentioned before, with a ball playing defender in the middle, two defensive centre backs either side, just to be a bit more solid. And this side, Liotti, statistically, is not very good going forward. No cross, he's got 8 for crossing. But apart from that, he's pretty solid. Tackling 13, 12, and his physicals are decent. For this level, pretty decent defensive wing back. But on the other side, you can see straight away crossing, dribbling 12 and 12, long throws 14, pass. He's much better technically, and he's quite balanced mentally and a little bit inferior physically, but I think he'll be okay. And because of that, obviously we've got a ball winning midfield this side just to cover when he runs forward, and a Carrilero just to shift across if he needs help basically and shuttle across. That's what they do, isn't it, Carrileros? Also, he's going to go in this area, I think, as well. I think just going to, yeah. Minesso, I've given him dribble more, stay wider, just to get into this area, so we can just he can, because we're not going to have an awful lot going forward here. So I figured best to have someone who's going to drift out here. And on this side, Di Quinzio is decent going like as an attacking midfielder. He's just very poor at shooting, so I've told him not to shoot basically. Moscadelli, is good finishing, but he's not very quick, so I've just told him shoot more, dribble less basically. I've personalised that for him as well. We've got in the instructions, direct passing, lower tempo, play out defence, like plenty of width. I did want to change this to normal. I've played 2 friendlies so far, and I've noticed that I don't really like the narrow defence, so I'm going to change that to just a standard. What else is there? I'm going to regroup. This is, again, it's going to be more defensive formation. My goal is for it to just be really solid. Hopefully we can create as well at the same time, but yeah, counter when we win the ball, play out to the centre backs quickly, and high defensive line, but standard line of engagement just so we can pack this area here. A little bit of pressing, but not too much on the goalkeeper anyway. That's that. We have a second call out. I've nicknamed it Pisa press. A little bit more adventurous. This one we're going to go shorter passing, higher tempo. Again, more expressive. A bit more pressing in this one, just because I think I can't really play this high line without pressing, because they're just going to walk through me if not. So that's pretty much the changes there. We are playing a libero in this one though, just so we can have a bit. You can maybe step forward and play some balls forward into these two, like especially this guy in the channel. And so that's that. The actual players themselves, I won't go into let's have a look. We'll have a look on this screen here rather than just going into. No, we'll go into them. So, like I said, this guy is a pretty decent striker for this level. Just got really, his physicals are obviously declining with he be 38. Pretty decent technically and mentally, so he's going to be my main striker. Nice beard, obviously. See, this guy here, I'm impressed with him. He's pretty decent all round. And now, as a Carrilero, I was tempted to play Metzala just purely because I should really be playing with a Metzala, considering that's the name of the channel. Be rude not to, but yeah, as a Carrilero, he's brilliant. I think there's not really much he misses out on. He's pretty solid in every area of what you need to be for a Carrilero, so I think that's pretty good. Yeah, this guy is a libero. He's got decent flair, decent vision. He's kind of solid all round. I mean, his dribbling's not the best, but that's fair enough, you know. I can obviously maybe tell him not to dribble as much. Yeah, that's that sorted. So what else is there to go through quickly? Yeah, I've obviously brought some more staff in. The level of coaching's not really that great in this league, and I've done my best to kind of get some good staff in. Like physios have been really difficult. I'm only allowed one head and one normal physio, and they're pretty decent, both of them, but been let down by the rest. Scouting, I think I've managed to do a decent job, I suppose. Like obviously you can see what kind of level we're at. Training, I've come up with 2 schedules. So this is going to be my normal schedule. So with it being quite a defensive and slower tactic, I'm doing some defensive, wide attacking, patient attacking, and then set pieces, and then a bit of ball retention and chance creation with some tactical work in there as well, and team bonding. I think it's kind of a good mix. Obviously I can adjust it if it's not to my liking. Apart from that, we've played 2 friendlies. The first one was pretty disappointing. These are actually in our league, Piacenza. Lost 2-0, and we weren't very good at all, I have to say. Managed 3 shots, 1 on target. They kind of did batter us a little bit. But one thing I will say is that the actual match fitness is pretty abysmal right now. Like, I came in maybe a week or 2 ago, and we had these 2 friendlies that I haven't been in. I wanted to cancel one of them just because we've got 2 days in between that and 2 days in between that. So there's just no time to recover, obviously. So we're going to obviously get a lot of match practice in this window here, and we're going to have a first competitive game in just a second. I'm going to do a live com for that. So I think I haven't even bothered signing anyone. I have looked at this one guy here, Della Fiore, as just like a backup centre back, 33-year-old, free transfer, so fits into my self-imposed restrictions, let's call them, free transfers, and if I'm going to pay money for someone, then they have to be a maximum of 21-year-old. Whilst I was looking at him though, I did come across a rule that was very interesting for the league, which I wasn't aware of. If you look at probably on here, maximum of 14 over 22 players, excluding club icons. So you can only have 14 players in the squad that are over 22-year-old, which is kind of interesting. And I'm actually at the limit right now anyway, so I would have to probably get rid of somebody. And I'm after getting rid of one of the strikers, this guy who's not very happy with me. Yeah, he's just not really going to fit into my plans. The other guy that I have on the bench, where is he? Percenti's just better. I would prefer this kind of striker to him. So let's get into the game anyway. The team's all set up for the match, and we're favourites in this game, and we're at home, so I think I might go with this, the more positive formation. So obviously everyone's not match fit, I know about that already. Let's just give these numbers quickly. Luca Vena, he can have number 11. I have promoted 1 or 2 players from the youth team. I know, particularly left back, because we haven't got a left back apart from this guy, and we haven't got a right back apart from this guy. Although we have a right winger who I'm retraining as a right wing back. He can play there kind of already, but he's got decent statistics for it, and he's got decent crossing, good pace, decent mentals, but he's just obviously not very good at marking or positioning. So we'll just have to deal with that. I think he'll be okay for now though. Yeah, let him do that, that's fine. So let's get into it. Hopefully we can beat Como. Raggio Garibaldi, that's a nice name. Gentile. These pronunciations are going to be great, aren't they? So Not the best start. We're not even dominating possession where like I'd expect us to with this tactic. We are a little bit better now though, 60-40. I get the impression they're much fitter than us. More much fitter. I haven't set up a corner routine yet, just because obviously I was going to just copy and paste my Monaco one into this, but because of the 3 centre backs and no full backs, it needs adjusting. So I haven't done that yet, but it is on my list. So that's pretty well defended. We are on extended highlights at the moment, just because I want to see a little bit more. Through the, I'm going to play through all the friendlies, obviously, and I'm going to play through on like comprehensive. Get in there. Nice goal. Was that the fullback? Yeah, Brindelli got the assist, which is nice, which is what I'm after. But yeah, I'm going to play through on comprehensive highlights for the rest of the pre-season and just tweak things here and there, both tactics. Liotti, Werner, Minesso. I think I'm not doing too bad here, I have to say. I'm pretty pleased with this so far, considering we're not match fit at all. That's not too bad. Bit wayward. Yeah, you can see the match fitness is starting to show now, the 71%, and yeah, we're in the look. It's not too bad. We obviously go back up a little bit at half time fitness wise, so I was pretty pleased with that. I think it's not too bad considering it's a competitive game after like literally 1 week of coming in. Seem to be taking on the instructions fairly well. So that's the thing with Football Manager, isn't it? Like, if you come up with a new tactic and you decide to try it, get in there. That's a brilliant goal again. That's what I want. I want the assist coming from that side, because that's the way the tactic's set up, obviously, to get that right wing back bombing forward and delivering crosses into the striker. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, Football Manager, setting up a new tactic, if it's not going well the first 2 or 3 games, then it's very tempting to change, isn't it? But that's where your like tactical familiarity comes in as well, doesn't it? So I am going to try and stick with this as long as I possibly can. But I'm liking this so far. I think it's been pretty good. So I'm going to make a change at fullback there, because he's not quite. He's struggling a bit now. And try Lisi. We can also try this. We've got an Austrian player called Goucher. This is the guy. He's not too bad. He's pretty balanced in. He's pretty solid in pretty much every area. 10s all across the board, really. So I'm going to try him as my Carolero just for this second half of this match. Well, the second half, obviously, the last 30 minutes. The other, I've also got a decent striker here in Masucci. Similar again, like pretty balanced all around. Good for, pretty good backup to the Moscadelli. Some decent defending, decent saves. So we've managed to. They haven't had any clear-cut chances, have they? That probably was a clear-cut chance, though. No. Goucher, Liotti, Lisi, here he is, the makeshift fullback. My Ashley Young, Minesso, Liotti, Lisi. So this is it. This is what I want. I want to go from side to side like this. Well, that's a decent effort, to be fair. Quinzio, Vitis, Lisi, Vitis Benedetti. I'm unconsciously doing the Italian accent, even though I'm probably not meaning to. Yeah, good solid win. Pretty pleasing. Hopefully we can just build on that throughout pre-season now. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Good match fitness, and we're going to start on the endurance training now, so Oh, he's only just signed for us apparently. Where's he been in his career then? Oh, he's played for Bologna not too long ago in the Serie A. Like literally like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 seasons ago. Played in Serie A, so that's pretty decent. You can tell obviously because he's very good all round. He's just losing his physical abilities, isn't he? But yeah, I think we'll leave it there for now. That was a good solid win, and like I said, I hope we can build on that through pre-season. I will play through pre-season now, and come back at the start of the season when I'm not too sure right now, but we'll one of these games. But yeah, thanks for watching if you have watched again, and I hope to see you next time. Ciao.